but there were no fatalities. He then followed Interstate 4 and dumped 10 inches of rain on Orlando and 8 on Daytona Beach before leaving land as yet another tropical depression. The weary forecasters said farewell as he limped into the Atlantic. Their models ran him out to sea, where he would do little more than frighten some cargo ships. However, Leo had other plans. 200 miles due east of St. Augustine, he turned north and picked up steam as his centers spun together tightly for the third time. The models were reshuffled and new warnings were issued. For 48 hours he moved steadily along, gaining strength as he eyed the coast, as if selecting his next target. 2. At Bay Books in the town of Santa Rosa on Camino Island, the chatter among the clerks and customers was of nothing but the storm. Indeed, across the island, as well as from Jacksonville to the south and Savannah to the north, everyone was watching Leo and talking about him nonstop. By now, most folks were well informed and could say with authority that no Florida beach north of Daytona had taken a direct hit in decades. There had been plenty of glancing blows as the hurricanes hurried north toward the Carolinas. One theory was that the Gulf Stream 60 miles out acted as a barrier to protect the Florida beaches, and it would do so again with pesky Leo. Another theory was that the luck had run out, and it was time for the big one. The models were a hot topic. The Hurricane Center in Miami was now plotting a trajectory that sent Leo farther out to sea without landfall. But the Europeans had him coming ashore south of Savannah as a Category 4, with massive flooding in the Low Country. If Leo had proved anything, though, it was that he cared nothing for the models. Bruce Cable, the owner of Bay Books, kept one eye on the Weather Channel while he hustled customers and chided his staff to get about their business. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and Bruce bought into the legend that Camino Island was immune to dangerous hurricanes. He had been there for 24 years and had not seen a destructive storm. His store hosted at least 4 readings a week, and a major appearance was on for tomorrow night. Surely Leo would not disrupt the pleasant homecoming Bruce had planned for one of his favorite authors. Mercer Mann was ending a 2-month summer tour that had been wildly successful. Her second novel, Tessa, was the talk of the trade and currently in the top 10 on all the bestseller lists. Its reviews were glowing, and it was selling faster than anyone had expected. Labeled literary fiction as opposed to one of the more popular genres, it had seemed destined for the lower rungs of the lists, if it made it at all. Its publisher, along with its author, had dreamed of selling 30,000 in hardcover and e-book combined, but the novel was already beyond that. Mercer had deep roots on the island, having summered there as a girl with her grandmother, Tessa, the inspiration for the novel. 3 years earlier, she had spent a month on the beach in the family cottage and managed to entangle herself in some local mischief. She had also had a quick fling with Bruce, just another in his long line of trysts. But Bruce wasn't thinking about another fling, or at least he was trying to convince himself he wasn't. He was busy running the store and drumming up a crowd for Mercer's big event. Bay Books was a powerhouse on the national bookstore circuit because Bruce could always pull in a crowd and move the inventory. The New York publishers clamored to get their writers to the island, and many of them were young ladies on the road and looking for a good time. Bruce loved writers, and he wined and dined them, promoted their books, and partied with them. Mercer had been down that road and wasn't going back, primarily because she was being escorted on her summer tour by a new boyfriend. Bruce didn't care. He was just delighted she was on the island and riding high with a superb new novel.